into the offering there, and it's a bouncing ball. Pass to drawn in infield. It goes into left center field. That's a base hit. Scoring from third is Cushion. Raber scores standing up from second. It's a base hit. 2 RBIs for Caden Baumgartner, and it's 3-0 Starmont in the lead. Meanwhile, 2-1 pitch hit by Griffin Hammersland, and that ball is into left field on the run, and trying to catch it is the shortstop Opitz, who drops it into shallow left field. Owen Hammersland tries to score from third. The throw to the plate to Popham, and he's thrown out there. Great recovery by Opitz, who dropped the ball ranging to his right in shallow left center field, but throws a strike to Popham. Hammersland retired at the plate for out number 2. 1-2 offering there, and that ball is lined to left center field. On the run is Oberreckling. It's past him. It's going to roll to the fence. It's easily 2 for Milton Cushion. It's a double and 2 RBIs. It is now 6-0 Starmont in the lead here in the 5th inning. 0-1 offering fastball. Kregel lifts a high fly ball. This is to left field. On the run is Toll. Toll runs into the shortstop there in Raber. Does Raber hang on to it? He does for the 3rd out of the inning as they both tumble, and that's going to do it for the War Eagles. Starmont, difficult play, but they'll go into the district final. The Stars, strong pitching once again. They defeat Clayton Ridge Central by a final score of 9-2. The best tournament action is on KCTN FM 100.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
It's a Class 1A district final tonight on KCTN. In our featured game, Starmont is at South Winn. For the Stars, 2 outstanding pitching performances in the tournament so far. Another one gives them an opportunity to win this game tonight. For South Winn, a ranked team much of this season, they feel they are the team to beat in this district. They plan on showing it tonight. The winner moves into the sub-state final on Tuesday. Starmont and South Winn. Tonight's On Deck show coming up next on KCTN FM 100.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Central State Bank provides a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you won't deal with a branch or department. You'll deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Elkader on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Luena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Starmont Baseball is brought to you in part by Evans Chiropractic, Leonard Miller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point. The Market, a division of Kendrick, Inc. Nutrient Ag Solutions, the Edgewood Reminder, Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Blooms, Flowers, Gifts, and more in Edgewood, and by Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living. We begin the On Deck Show for tonight's game. We're joined by Starmont baseball coach Vinny O'Deffer. Coach, your team now 22-9, defeated Clayton Ridge Central in the district semifinal 9-2. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it was a great game for us. We really hit the ball well, so I was happy to see that. Our whole lineup was hitting the ball hard and putting it in play. So that's something going into the postseason that always makes a coach happy, is when the whole lineup is hitting. It's a great time to get hot at the end of the year. So did that, and then we had some great defense too. So guys did a good job. Clayton Ridge is a good team, and so I was happy to see us come in there and get that win.
All right, you mentioned your team offensively. Highlight some of the contributors for you this year.
Well, we got our seniors, Jack Toll and Caden Bumgarner. They've done a great job of hitting the ball, and Jack Toll especially has done a great job of hitting guys in. I think he's close to 40 RBIs on the year. Elliot Francis has also done a great job batting guys in. He's got over 32 or 34 RBIs as well. But lately, Hudson Popham, our leadoff guy, he's gotten hot, and he's done a great job hitting the ball. He's really worked on his swing. And then, bottom of our lineup, Tegan Raber, just an 8th grader. He's got a great swing, and this late in the year, he's started to really hit the ball well, too. So it's been great.
All right, pitching-wise, I know you guys have a number of different options. What are you looking to do tonight?
Tonight we're gonna stick with Elliot Francis. We're gonna start him, and we'll see how long he can go for, and then we're gonna bring in Wyatt Opitz to close after that. So hopefully those two can get it done for us. They've done a great job all year, especially Elliot with his location and being efficient for us on the mound. So we're gonna look for him to stay low in that pitch count each inning, and then hopefully we can get all the outs we need to, and then go to Wyatt at the end. All
right, now turning our attention to South Winn. What do you know about the Warriors?
Well, Alex Smith, he does a great job, their coach there. He works with the youth program as well. So, they do a great job of hitting the ball too. They're pretty dangerous 1 through 9. I know, Streeter and Todd, we played against them in golf as well. They're 2 bigger kids, and they hit the ball hard. So they're also great on defense, whether they're catching, pitching, or wherever they're playing. So I have to look out for those 2 guys. But they're going to be a great team all around. So making sure defensively we're in the right positions, covering bunts when we need to, and just getting outs. We don't want to give them any more than 21 outs for that whole game. And if we can do that defensively, and then offensively, if we just keep hitting like we have, it should be a good night for us.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
Yes, Starmont baseball coach Vinny O'Deffer on a Stars program. The On Deck Show continues after this.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
The doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage everyone to get out and support your local baseball and softball teams, enjoy the weather, and get your kids' summer checkups scheduled at Family Dentistry Associates in Monona. Call today to schedule 539-4651.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
The Clayton County Farm Bureau Beef Passport is your chance to support local restaurants, local farmers, and local beef all summer long. Pick up a passport and visit participating stops like Backwoods Bar and Grill, TD Sports Bar, and Gunder Roadhouse to enjoy featured beef items and collect stamps for prize entries. New this year, a digital passport option, a farmer's market stop, and no minimum number of stamps required to win. The Clayton County Farm Bureau Beef Passport runs now through August 31st.
Starmont Baseball is brought to you in part by Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi. G&G Land Solutions in Edgewood. Rocklar Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Innovative Egg Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. And by Bacon Concrete in Postville. We continue the On Deck Show for tonight's game. We're joined by EDCO softball coach Taylor Huber. Coach, your team victorious in the regional quarterfinal, defeated Midland by a final score of 8-0. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it was good to kind of get that one under our belt. Sometimes you get.
We continue the On Deck Show for tonight's game. We're joined by South Winn baseball coach Alex Smith. Coach, your team 23-4, defeated Turkey Valley in the district semifinal by a final score of 10-2. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it was the fourth time we'd seen them this year, obviously, with them being in our conference. We'd played them 3 teams already, and they had a great group. They've been playing really well down the stretch. They just knocked off a Wapsie Valley in one of their last regular season games, and we knew we faced the Busta kid on the mound, who's a very good pitcher, and fortunately we got out of a jam in the top of the first. They avoided one in the bottom, and we were able to score some runs in the second to kind of get some momentum, and that obviously proved to be a big deal for us in that game.
All right, certainly good win for you guys. Let's talk about this team offensively. Who's leading the way for you offensively?
Yeah, obviously we've got a heavy group of seniors that have been around it for a long time, and it stands out. Obviously, when you got all-state players like a Carson Streeter and a Braden Todd, Braden leads off for us. He's been a key cog in our lineup, and Carson comes back off a knee injury from last year, not playing, and hits second for us, and they pitch and catch for us. They do a great job. And Jordan Ike is an all-conference, all-district type of player that does a great job for us in the outfield and up and down the lineup, and that's what led to our success in the Turkey Valley game. I think we had 12 hits from 8 different players in the lineup, so trying to click on all cylinders from top to bottom, obviously that's a big deal if you got everybody swinging it pretty well in your lineup.
All right, I know pitching-wise you have some options. Who do you look to start in this ball game tonight?
Yeah, we'll still sleep on it a little bit. Obviously, you can't go wrong when you got Carson and Braden on the mound. You look at their numbers and the success that they've had in the past, playing in state tournaments. So both throw a lot of strikes. They throw hard. They got a good mix. So we'll just kind of see what the best option is going to be. And obviously, both are available to pitch. So if we go with one, we might close with the other. If one goes the distance, obviously the pitch count comes into play a little bit too. So you obviously got to win the game that you're in, but you want to think ahead a little bit to what the next game might look like, and trying to keep all your pitchers open and available. So we'll think that through, sleep on it. But I think we'll have a good plan in place by tomorrow.
All right, turning our attention to Starmont. What do you know about the Stars?
Yeah, they're on a roll. They played well all season. Obviously, just score watching. They've beat some good teams. They've got good pitching just like we do. They got a lot of punch in the middle of their lineup with some guys that hit with some pop. I think they have 3 guys, if I remember right, with double-digit extra base hits between doubles, triples, and home runs. So we're going to have to be prepared to play a little deeper on some guys. And I would think in any high school baseball game, especially in the playoffs, is preventing the free bases. So minimizing any walks, hit by pitches, or errors in the field to kind of make a team get 2 or 3 hits in an inning to score is a big deal. And they obviously are going to be very pesky and well coached, and we look forward to a good game with them.
All right, some of the other keys in a ball game for your team then.
Yeah, I think the ability to get a run early is a big deal, just to get momentum. It kind of puts the other team on their heels. So we're going to try to find a way to score early. I know sometimes early in the middle of the season we were struggling to score until the 4th or 5th inning. It seems like it took one time through the lineup before our guys got comfortable at the plate, and that wasn't the case, obviously, with our game with Turkey Valley. I think our guys were more prepped and ready for that. So scoring a run early, preventing any kind of a big inning. You don't want to give up the big inning of 3 or 4 or 5 runs. It's easy to maybe come back from giving up a 1-run or 2-run inning, but if you give up the big one, then all of a sudden that eliminates trying to steal bases and bunting because you're trying to match a big inning. So hopefully not letting any big inning happening, I think, is a deal for us.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the coverage.
Yep, South Winn baseball coach Alex Smith and his Warrior team. The On Deck Show continues after this.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank. We empower success.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field for court this season.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus live scan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision. Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
Starmont Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase and Allwine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. The Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barons along with Coach Mike Sass. We welcome you to Calmer. It is a Class 1A district final tonight here on KCTN. In our feature matchup, the Starmont Stars take on the South Winn Warriors. Both teams built on pitching. This figures to be a low-scoring affair. This is high school baseball here when you've got aces like we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, it should be a great matchup. Like you said, we're kind of counting on a low-scoring game. We know Starmont's got a lot of pitching with Elliott Francis and Wyatt Opitz, among others, and South Winn does as well with Carson Streeter and Braden Todd to lead them.
And what's interesting about that is, well, who do you start? That's the question. But both these teams feel like they can. It doesn't make a difference. They're going to probably throw both pitchers in this ball game. We saw that the other night. Francis started, went 4 innings. Opitz then took over from there, and they have that ability. There's not much drop-off between those two. 1A, 1B. South Winn has that 1A, 1B with Streeter and Todd.
Yeah, both teams very similar in that respect. Like I said, I don't think it really matters who you start. I think both teams we'll see 1A and 1B unless the 1A is just really in a groove or something. But I expect to see 2 pitchers out of each team tonight.
Yeah, Francis is throwing 41 innings this year, only allowed 24 hits, 6 earned runs, has walked 14 and struck out 15, a sparkling 1.01 ERA. But Opitz is 4-3, has thrown 33 innings, only allowed 20 hits, 3 earned runs, walked 5, and struck out 46. His ERA is .63.
Yeah, both of them are just outstanding pitchers, so you can't go wrong with whoever you have out there.
Their team ERA is 1.47, and you realize that's pretty impressive. And also when you look at Southwind's team ERA, that's 1.12. Ridiculous.
Yeah, like we said, we're going to see a lot of good pitching tonight.
And we're starting this ball game. Carson Streeter. Streeter's throwing 43 innings, only allowed 21 hits, has allowed a total there of 5 earned runs. And actually has struck out 60 batters this year, and with an ERA of 2.24, he actually has given up their 14 earned runs, but the ERA 2.24, 5-1 in the season. Todd, meanwhile, he has thrown 39 innings, 15 hits, 13 earned runs there. He has walked 7, struck out 72. His ERA 2.29. Again, that's just staggering.
Yeah.
I mean, those are video game stats.
Yeah, just some ridiculous pitching numbers by both of these squads here tonight.
Turkey Valley is Southwind advancing by beating Turkey Valley 10-2, their rival, to improve once again to 23-4. It's a team that's been ranked in the top 10 much of this season. Let's start talking about the Warriors here as we get our people from Starmont again estimated to them.
Yeah, Southwind, I believe they ran off 19-20 straight wins to begin the season. Then they played a couple tougher teams and did end up dropping a couple, but they've had a great season, won the Upper Iowa Conference. Starts with Braden Todd and Carson Streeter. We talked about them being their 2 best pitchers. They're probably also their 2 best hitters, and they'll lead them off tonight in their lineup as well.
And you look at Todd, he's batting .422 on the season. And again, Southwind has played a number of kids there, but to Streeter, his batting average is at .388 on the season. As a team, they bat .310, but again, it is Todd and Streeter by far the top of their lineup. Jordan Ike is a sophomore who has really stepped up here. Batting .379 continues to grow, and he certainly has been a stolen base threat as well. He leads them stolen base-wise, 23 out of 23.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see some action on the base paths too. We know Starmont likes to run, and Southwind will too. Braden Todd starting at catcher. He's got a good arm back there, as we know. He pitches a lot, so we'll be curious to see if Starmont tries to run on him and how much.
Yeah, Todd, by the way, has allowed 1 steal and 5 thrown out stealing, so that is impressive. Overall, they've allowed 8 stolen bases, and again, 5 have been throwing out stealing. Meanwhile, Popham continuing to improve as a catcher as well for Starmont. He has allowed 21 stolen bases and 3 thrown out trying to steal, so those numbers have gotten better for him. Let's talk about Starmont, though, offensively. And Elliot Francis, not only pitching-wise, leads them with outstanding average at .410. Jack Toll leads them RBI-wise, .377. He is a senior with 31 RBIs once again.
Yeah, so they're counting on those 2 guys to drive in some runs. You've got Popham, Baumgartner, and Opitz, 1, 2, 3. They need those guys to get on base, and then Francis and Toll to drive those in. And the other night we saw the bottom of their lineup really produce. So if they can get something out of those guys as well, that'll be good for Starmont.
And
tonight.
both these teams have stolen over 95 bases, but they will be aggressive on the base paths. And in a ball game like this is going to be about the little execution of things, isn't it? Yeah, because you're not going to see a lot of walks, shouldn't anyway. Pitchers will be in control there, but can you take advantage of a bunt, moving somebody into scoring position, even from second to third? Can you do situational things that may decide this ball game?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a huge key tonight. Doing those little things, like you said, those situational things, making sure you hit your cutoffs if the ball does get into the outfield. Just those good fundamental things, and it's because we know it's going to be a tight, probably low-scoring game.
Winner of this ball game will advance to a sub-state final on Tuesday night to face the winner of Wapsie Valley and Don Bosco. We hope to give you updates on that game tonight there, as again, that would be an outstanding sub-state final regardless. Wapsie Valley's got a good team, a team that Starmont played late in the season and defeated, and also, of course, Don Bosco has only 4 losses as well, and just like Southwind, they're one of those teams that's always there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the starting lineups now. First off for the Stars, Hudson Popham, the catcher, bats leadoff. Caden Baumgartner, the first baseman, bats second. Wyatt Opitz is the shortstop. He'll bat third. Elliot Francis, the pitcher, bats cleanup. Jack Toll, the left fielder, bats fifth. Jax Thomason is the center fielder batting 6th. Alex Lincoln, the second baseman, bats 7th. Milton Cushion, the right fielder, bats 8th. And Tegan Raber, the third baseman, bats in the number 9 spot. We talked about Starmont, the guys that have contributed for them offensively, and Tabor is one of those kids there from the bottom of the lineup, Raber, I should say, has really helped them out.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job, kind of a second leadoff there in that 9 slot, and the bottom of their order really came through against Clayton Ridge Central the other night.
Let's run down the lineup for South Winn. Braden Todd, the catcher, bats leadoff. Carson Streeter is the pitcher. He'll bat 2nd. Jordan Ike, the center fielder, bats 3rd. Eric Grieve is the right fielder. He'll bat 4th. Sid Hesse, the second baseman, bats in the number 5 spot. Hayden T-Scatter is the third baseman. He'll bat 6th. William Timp, the first baseman, bats 7th. Caden Meyer is the DH, batting 8th. Bennett Smith is the left fielder, batting 9th. And being DH'd for there is Carver Wenthold, the shortstop, as Caden Meyer is the DH there for, once again, Wenthold for the South Winn Warriors. All right, some of the other keys we see in this ball game tonight as being a factor.
Yeah, I think if someone can get that big hit when they need it, we're probably not going to see just a ton of base runners, so when you do get those base runners, you've got to have that key hit, drive-in runs, any chance you get tonight.
And surprisingly, these teams didn't see each other, but they know each other quite well. It was funny listening to Coach Odeffer talking about, well, we saw those guys in golf.
yeah, two good golf squads here tonight. Yes.
So I thought that was kind of a little bit of a nice line there from Coach Odeffer.
Yeah.
There's a great crowd on hand tonight for this matchup. You look in the outfield there, basically from center field all the way over to left field. There's people down the left field line. We are here just to the right of home plate. We are in the basically the stands area, the bleacher area. We've got a great setup for this ball game tonight here. And Starmont's got a good following here as well for this matchup tonight. Stars wearing their black bottoms. They have the yellow tops. They have the Starmont there across the front in black. Meanwhile, for the Warriors, they're all white. White bottoms and tops. They have the Warriors across their jerseys there and kind of like a Dodger-type emblem. And they have the red stripes there for the, once again, South Winn Warriors. So there's the starting lineups. We're ready to go with Starmont and South Winn back with the first pitch of our district final. You're listening to Starmont Baseball from KCTN Sports.
Are you wanting to eat better, feel better, get your weight or other numbers under control, and need someone to hold you accountable? This is Brandy Strube, registered dietitian with Veterans Memorial Hospital. I welcome consultations with patients of all ages and look forward to helping you meet your nutritional goals. Please call the hospital to set up an appointment or ask your doctor for a referral at your next visit.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, well, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Starmont Baseball is brought to you in part by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. Clayton County Recycling in Monona. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Gothenburg and Elkader. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. Ground Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop. Harvest wisely. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, and by Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. Ready to go here with top of inning number 1. Hudson, Popham, Caden Baumgartner, Wyatt Opitz set to lead things off here in the top of the first inning. For South Winn defensively, Bennett Smith is in left field, Jordan Ike in center, Eric Grieve is in right field. Around the horn defensively, you have Hayden Teesketter at third, Carver Wendhold is at short, Sid Hesse is the second baseman, William Timp is the first baseman, Braden Todd is your catcher, and Carson Streeter, the right-hander, is on the mound for South Winn in this ball game. So we expect these pitchers to certainly take control here early. The other thing that these pitchers are good at is holding runners on as well. So lots of the little things, again, being shown to us tonight.
Yeah, both teams are going to have to be really sharp tonight because a lot of talent both sides here.
So Hudson Popham set to lead things off. He's batting .244 on the season, 20 hits out of 82 at-bats. Popham, as a catcher, will not be courtesy run for because he is 21 of 22 stolen base-wise this year. Sun starting to make its way down. There's a bit of a shadow coming from the South Wind dugout. That's up the third base line. Third baseman starts in shade. First pitch of the ball game is a fastball to the outside, and the count is 0-1. In at third base, by the way, is Teesketter at the edge of the grass, the third baseman for South Wind. 0-1 offering. It is a breaking ball upstairs, and the count goes to 1-1. Streeter throws more than just a fastball curveball combination, though. You'll see a slider mixed in there. 1-1 is the count. And Streeter's 1-1 pitch is a fastball, bouncing ball right side of the infield, ranging over, sliding to his left there is Hesse, fields it, the throw to first, and it is just in time. Popham tumbles past first base there. Thought he had it beat out there. Hesse, a great job covering ground, sliding to get that ball. Made a good enough throw to Timp that Popham just out at first base.
Yeah, boy, I hate to question umpires, but I thought he had that one beat out, but apparently he did not.
So Caden Baumgartner now up to bat here. Baumgartner batting .325 on the season, 27 of 83, has 12 RBIs, takes a pitch and lifts a high pop-up. Todd, the catcher, looks. It'll make it past us behind the bench bleacher area, and the count is 0-1. So when you face pitchers like this, you really got to look for strikes early, right?
Yeah, you got to take advantage early. You can't afford to fall down.
Oh, yeah, just sets them in driving control. 0-1 pitch, fastball outside. The count is 1-1 as that ball just scooted away a step from Todd. As Streeter finished that pitch there, he kind of turned around and looked at the mound like maybe he slipped a little bit delivering that pitch. But no issue. 1-1 is now the count. Streeter kind of starts from the side as he delivers. From the far side of the mound, 0-1 pitch there, 1-1 rather, swinging through the inside pitch is Baumgartner, and the count is 1-2. We said this during the softball season, in the postseason with Rachel Eckelseeder, you have to cut down on the strikeouts. That'll be a factor for both these teams tonight as well. 1-2 pitch, and that ball's lined into center field. It's a base hit. 1-2 pitch, got a fastball to drive. Baumgartner is the first star to reach. One out base runner here in the first.
Yeah, great job by Baumgartner, just right back up the middle. Good solid base hit there.
Wyatt Opitz is up to bat. Opitz batting .312, has driven in 22 runs on the season. If you're talking about Baumgartner being aggressive again, he is stolen base-wise, 11 of 11 on the season, but does not have the type of lead off of first base there that looks like that he would be moving. So Opitz with a runner at first base and one out. And the offering there is a breaking ball. High chopper over the head of the third baseman, Teesketter. It's going to slip into left field. High bouncing single there for Opitz. Back-to-back base runners. Second and first with one out for the Stars. They're in business.
Yeah, good job by Opitz. Just chopped down on that one. Just bounced right over top of the third baseman. Nothing Teesketter could do over there.
Elliot Francis is up to bat. Francis, the junior pitcher, has a chance to give himself an early lead here, batting at .410 on the season. And once again, here is the first offering. We're waiting from, once again, Streeter, who works again from the stretch with runners on. There's a breaking ball in the dirt. Swinging through the low pitch there is Francis. It's a strike. The count is 0-1. He chased one outside.
Yep, got a little too aggressive on that swing.
Francis, 34 of 83 is what he is on the season. 19 runs driven in. Toll, who's waiting on deck, is their leading RBI hitter for Starmont, so they hope to give their 4 and 5 hitters an opportunity here. 0-1 offering to Francis. It's a fastball, just misses outside, and the count is a ball and a strike. Our umpires tonight dressed in black, and they have the dark gray pants, but the black tops. Who thought about doing that in the middle of summer, huh?
Yeah, it's wouldn't be my first choice.
A ball and a strike. 1-1 offering, curveball, and a well-diagnosed pitch there. Francis just reached out for it, couldn't get to it, and the count is 1-2, and that looked more like a slider.
Yeah, that was moving away from him the whole time, and Francis just couldn't reach it.
Ball and 2 strikes is now the count. And again, they work the runner at second base. And the 1-2 offering to Francis swings right through. The ball gets by Todd. First base is occupied, so they'll move the runners up. Francis is still out. It's a strikeout for Streeter, but because the ball got away from Todd, Bumgarner advances to third. Opitz goes to second base, so you've got 2 in scoring position now for Starmont, though they get out number 2 via the strikeout.
Yeah, this is a huge spot for Jack Toll right now. If they could get a couple early runs, that would be huge for Starmont.
Well, we mentioned Jack Toll has led them offensively this year as he is batting .377, 29 of 77, and has 31 RBIs. And this is what we see here, a timeout taken by Coach Smith right away. And is it one of those deals that you've got first base open here?
Could be, yeah. You could put Toll on and get to Thomason if you wanted to do that. It also might be just kind of settling Streeter down a little bit. I'm sure they didn't expect to have 2 runners in scoring position in the bottom of the first inning.
You have to believe with first base open in this ball game that if you are going to throw to him, and it appears that they will, he's going to get nothing to hit.
And that might have been a lot of the conversation, too. You know, we're going to pitch to him, but don't give him anything over the middle of the plate.
Yeah, absolutely there. So a big opportunity here in the top of the first inning for the Stars. 2 on, 2 out. So Toll, the 5-hitter up to bat. Streeter returns to the windup as he looks to deliver here to Toll. So let's see how the Warriors handle this. A long sign taken there by Streeter. And here is your first pitch. It is a fastball, challenges him, bouncing ball, backhanded by the third baseman, T-Sketter, the throw to first, and it is just in time. T-Sketter able to backhand it, got it on the short hop. They went after him. Toll bounces out to third, and that does it for the Stars in the top of the first inning. They threaten, but no runs, 2 hits. They leave 2. 1/2 inning. Starmont nothing. South Winn coming to bat.
Spring means the start of landscaping and construction season. Before you start any projects, make sure to get your utilities located and marked, including your fiber optic internet lines. Damaging underground lines can result in disruption in service. Call Iowa 811 at least 3 business days in advance of any project. It's free and can save you time and money. And be sure to include Allen McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative in any construction plans. Give us a call at 563-864-7611. Allen McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy provider.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Braden Todd, Carson Streeter, Jordan Ike, top of the lineup for South Winn here as the Stars threaten in the top of the first inning but come up empty. And the top of the lineup leading things off for South Winn. First pitch to that time Todd is a breaking ball outside. The count is 1-0. Todd on the season, batting .422, 35 of 83, has 23 RBIs. 1-0 pitch, fastball, hard bouncing ball, shortstop Opitz able to stay back on it. Long throw across the diamond in time. Todd bounces out 6-3, 1 up and 1 down here in the first.
Yeah, good start by Starmont. Nice play by Opitz. Easy, normal play there, but good job making it.
All right, getting back to the at-bat with Toll in the first inning. They went after him, but the ball was down, so you wonder if they had talked. he's going to hit it. They're going to keep the ball low.
Yeah, and that could be too. There could have been a lot of things in that conversation, but whatever it was, it seemed to work for him.
Carson Streeter batting .388 on the season, 33 of 85, takes the first pitch outside. The count is 1-0. Again, we are just to the right of home plate. We've got a great view of the ball strike zone here, and our umpire has been right on top of it early. 1-0 pitch, and here's a high fly ball. This is to left field. Toll going back, makes the play on the run as he nears the fence in left field. Kind of hesitated for a second, but Toll got the jump on the ball, able to correct it, tracks it down, and that's out number 2 here in the first.
Yeah, 2 big outs getting Todd and Streeter right away, and good job by Toll. Yeah, it looked like he got a good jump on it initially, and then almost stutter stepped, but able to come through and make that play.
Plus, he's headed for the sun in that direction.
Yeah,
he was headed down the foul line. Yep. So Jordan Eink is up to bat, the center fielder. Eink this season, .379, 33 of 87 with 22 runs driven in. First pitch looks to bunt, pulls things back. Starmont was back at the corners, but now they will come in. But that pitch was high. The count is 1-0. Eink, we mentioned, one of the speedsters for South Winn. In over 20 steals. 1-0 pitch, hits a high bouncing ball. Shortstop Opitz charges it, fields it at the edge of the infield. Easy play to make. He's made 2 of them in this first inning. Routine ground out there, and that's out number 3. South Winn goes down in order. We've played 1, no score here with Starmont and South Winn.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard, and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Getting to the age of 55 may have earned you wisdom, but Central State Bank thinks you should get something more, like a checking account that earns you interest. We believe you've earned the right to avoid fees for ATM and debit cards, wire transfers, cashier checks, and insufficient funds transfers. Call or visit Central State Bank today and ask about our Classic 55 checking. It's time you've got what you earned. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Starmont Baseball is brought to you in part by Evans Chiropractic, Leonard Miller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point. The Market, a division of Kendrick, Inc. Nutrient Ag Solutions, The Edgewood Reminder, Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Blooms, Flowers, Gifts, and more in Edgewood, and by Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living. Top of the second inning, no score. Stars threatened in the top of the first, but left 2 in scoring position. South Winn going down in order. Jax Thomason, Alex Lincoln, Milton Cushion, 6, 7, and 8. In the Starmont lineup to lead off here at the top of the second inning against Carson Streeter. First pitch is a fastball. In the inside corner, it's a strike. The count is 0-1. Thomason, 17 of 85 in the season, batting average at around 200. We mentioned that Starmont, the bottom of the lineup, was successful the other night. 0-1 fastball is high. The count is 1-1. Got some youth at the bottom of the lineup there, and they've continued to get better as the season has went on.
Yeah, they did a nice job the other night. They want to keep it going in the tournament here.
The 1-1 breaking ball, bouncing ball, that's into center field. That's a base hit. Thomason with the 3rd hit for Starmont, a leadoff single here in the second.
Yeah, Starmont doing a really nice job early on here, hitting the ball back up the middle.
So Thomason has been a base-stealing threat. Alex Lincoln is up to bat. Lincoln is the second baseman. Lincoln this season is 6 of 38 at the plate, so I would think his job is to bunt that runner over into scoring position. You're going to play for a run here. Any type of run's huge in this game.
Yeah, and South Winn's expecting that as well.
Yeah, they come in at third base. They swing away, and it's a bouncing ball over the head of the drawn-in T-Scatter. It's into left field. Back-to-back singles by the 6 and 7 hitters. Stars have runners on second and first, and nobody out here in the second.
Yeah, kind of worked against South Winn, bringing that third baseman in. Again, a chopper right over the head of the third baseman.
So Milton Cushion, he's up to bat, the right fielder. Cushion this season, batting average, he has been batting at about a clip of a little over 200, 16 of 77 on the season. Again, South Winn comes in, this time at the corners, as they expect Starmont to try to bunt the runners over here. And again, Streeter in a little bit of trouble here in the top of the second inning. And they worked at second base there. They run a pickoff play, but sliding back in there is Thomason as Streeter turned, and that was the turn to the outside shoulder that time. And they sent the shortstop away from the play, then brought in the second baseman. But a good job by Thomason reading that there was a play coming on there. South Winn does that as well as anybody.
Yeah, that was a nice little play they ran there.
And we wait the offering now to Cushion. Didn't work, but it gives you something to think about. And they look to bunt. That ball laid down. It's a beauty. Fielded by Streeter. He goes to third. And the throw there, it is in time. The shortstop covering the bag, Wennhold, wheeled over there to the third base side, and Streeter left no doubt. Went to third base, threw the ball low. Wennhold able to catch it, and Thomason just out at third base for a huge out, number 1.
Yeah, that's big because that was not a bad bunt by Cushion there at all. Just a really good play there by Streeter and Wennhold, and very impressive play to get that lead runner.
So they wheeled coverage there and put the shortstop over to third base, and that brings up Tegan Raber with still runners on second and first. Raber is the 8th grader that's in the lineup for, again, the Stars. Raber this year batting is 7 of 49 with a 150 average. Curveball swings right through it there. The count is 0-1. But we've talked about these little things in a ball game. Not a bad punt at all by Starmont, but South Winn makes the play.
Yep, it's those little things that are going to make a huge difference in the final outcome here.
So 0-1 is the count. Tabor, the 9-hitter. 0-1 fastball, bouncing ball. Shortstop Wennhold bobbles it, picks it up, has nowhere to go. An error charged on the play. It looked like Wennhold maybe rushed himself, thinking he could go to second for the force out, but that ball hit slow, and the base is now loaded for Starmont here with 1 out, and the top of the lineup coming up.
Yeah, and the runner Lincoln crossed in front of him, and that does take your vision off the ball just for a split second too when that happens.
Hudson Popham bounced out to second base. He is 0 for 1. It's always a luxury when you have your leadoff hitter up back-to-back innings. But they need to take advantage of this situation. The base is loaded and 1 out. So Streeter having to work the early part of this ball game. And Streeter takes his time as he waits the call there from Todd. And now finally gets set. So the first offering now to Popham, and that is a fastball outside corner, caught it, and the count is 0-1. So at third base, Lincoln, Cushion at second, Raber is at first base. Runners not being held, and at third base, Lincoln able to go off as far as the third baseman is, who is at the edge of the grass, by the way. So Streeter works this time from the stretch. 0-1 pitch, curveball, that's a high fly ball, center field. Going back there in center field and reaching up for it is Ike. It's over his head. It's going to be extra bases. Scoring from third is Lincoln. Cushion waved around from second. He'll score standing up. Into third base goes Raber. Popham with a double, give him 2 RBIs, and it is 2-0. Starmont takes the lead.
Yeah, huge hit by Popham. He really hit that thing hard, and Ike just could never get a beat on that. Tried to make the play, but that was a tough play and a good piece of hitting by Popham.
And Ike continued to run backwards there, and they just tried to reach up at the last minute, but it was over his head. So Caden Bumgarner is up to bat, a single. So Popham credited with a double. You still have 2 runners in scoring position here. And again, there is just 1 out here in the second inning. So you have Raber at third there, and also Popham is at second base. And the offering there, fastball outside. Nice dig by Todd. Again, this backstop area tonight, there's some padding down, but we don't have the brick wall that we had last week.
Yeah, you would expect the ball to kind of die if it gets to the backstop here.
1-0 is the count. Not a huge area, though,
right,
between the plates and the backstop area. 1-0 is the count. 1-0 fastball swinging right through it there is Bumgarner. And it is now a ball and a strike.
Yeah, big healthy cut by Baumgartner there.
Stars getting an early lead in this ball game tonight, as that certainly lets you play with a lot of confidence. A ball and a strike, and maybe threatening to add more.
Helps when you're the underdog as well.
Yep. So Baumgartner, Streeter again takes his time getting those signs, and now time taken by Baumgartner.
It's kind of waiting for a Starmont batter to do that, because Streeter does take his time out there. You don't want to stand up there too long if you're the hitter.
I tell you what, when there's nobody on, he's quick.
Yeah.
Works very quick, but when hitters get on, he'll take a couple extra seconds, and I get that. A ball and a strike. When your area is at 1, you can do that. 1-1 pitch, bouncing ball. Third baseman fielding it there is T. Skinner. They go to the plate. The tag applied there. Having to stay at second base was Popham. Heads up play by T. Skinner. Again, the ball not hit hard enough. Going on contact was Raber. Throwing out easily as coming up the line was Todd. Tagged him before he had a chance to slide. And it's out number 2 now for Starmont. Now runner still on second and first.
Yeah, Starmont going on contact there, and Raber just kind of hung out to dry.
And again, it is a fielder's choice for Baumgartner. Raber throwing out 5-2. Wyatt Opitz is up to bat. Still runners on second and first. Opitz getting into the box. He singled back in the first inning. Fastball outside. Scoots a step away from Todd. They're going to try to go to third. Here's the throw to third. Not in time. Read well there by Popham. They throw it to second base there, and the throw at second base, and he's throwing out there. So a late start for Baumgartner after the throw went to third, in which Popham slid under. Immediately, T-Sketter fired it to second base, and Baumgartner throwing out there for the third out of the inning. But for the Stars, 2 runs. They do it on 3 hits, helped up by an error. They leave 1. We've played an inning and a half. It is 2-0 Starmont.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping in to Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt and Ann at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable, fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Luena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Starmont, the early lead here, 2-0. Eric Grieve, Sid Hesse, Hayden T-Sketter. That will be 4, 5, and 6 in their lineup. Getting back to the series that ended in the top of the second inning, the ball got away from Todd, and enough there that Popham had a good read, able to get to third base there, but a late start from first base there with Baumgartner. And again, not giving up on the play with South Winn. They immediately rifled it to second base.
Yeah, good job by Popham getting to third. He's got some speed and nice slide there. But, yeah, Baumgartner not the best jump. Probably should have just stayed at first.
So you've got, again, Starmont leaving a runner in scoring position, but they scored 2 in that inning to grab the early lead.
Yeah, it's two big runs like we talked about. When you're the underdog, it's nice to get ahead early.
Eric Grieve batting .288 on the season. He has 26 RBIs. First pitch followed back there, and the count is 0-1. But Starmont here has been aggressive with their at-bats early in this game.
Yeah, it's really paid off for them.
And again, a 2-0 lead as they already have 4 hits in this game. There's a fastball by Francis, throws it outside, and the count goes to 1-1. Both pitchers have been trying to work that outside spot. Has not happened. Starmont, by the way, actually has 5 hits in two at-bats. 1-1 offering, breaking ball, and that's fisted foul over the backstop area. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So getting to Streeter early in this ball game for Starmont, it leads them to some early success. A ball and 2 strikes now. And the 1-2 pitch to Grieve reaches out for the fastball, couldn't get to it. Challenged high and outside by Francis. Strikeout number 1, and it's out number 1 here in the second.
Yeah, good pitch by Francis. Good spot for that one, being ahead in the count.
Sid Hesse, who is a freshman up to bat. Hesse is 14 of 62, batting at .226 on the season. And 1 quick out here in the bottom of the second inning. Francis working, and here is your fastball, and it's a high pop-up towards the first base dugout side. Giving chase is going to be the first baseman, Baumgartner. Baumgartner unable to get to it there, and the ball will actually fall against the fence as Baumgartner just ran out of room, had a tough read into the sun, and it ends up being a long strike. The count is 0-1.
Yeah, I think it did just stay in play.
Yeah,
but
it did.
That was tough, and like you said, right into the sun, too.
So it's a strike, and the count is 0-1. That ball just continued to drift.
Yeah.
The flag in center field just barely moving, so the wind's not a factor at all in this ball game. 0-1 pitch, curveball upstairs, 1-1. Park dimensions, 350 in straightaway center. It is 320 down both lines. So not a monstrous park,
yeah,
but still got to get a shot to get out of here tonight. 1-1 offering. There's a breaking ball high and tight, and it's 2 balls and a strike. So getting the early lead, and Francis here, just a jolt of confidence it has to give him.
It's got to be nice to pitch with a lead, yeah.
2 balls and a strike. And the offering is a fastball, and it's going to hit, actually, Hesse. Hesse wears it. And first base runner for South Winn comes via hit by the pitch. So a one-out base runner. And if you're talking about Hesse being on the move again, he is 5 of 6 stolen base-wise. So Hayden T-Sketter is up to bat. T-Sketter this season is batting .260. He is 13 of 50 in double digits RBI-wise with 11. Let's see if South Winn here still plays for a run.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they ask T-Scatter to lay a bunt down or what they do.
Even though it's 2-0, we still expect this to be a low-scoring ball game, so chances may be at a premium. First pitch is a fastball. That's a strike. The count is 0-1, so no sign there of looking to do any type of bunting. Coach Smith has that armband that he wears on his right hand. Starmont, the South Winn batters, have it on their left arm, so they can figure out what the call is. 0-1 pitch, bouncing ball right side of the infield, picking up the second baseman Lincoln. He goes to second for one. The throw to first, it is not in time. Lincoln flipped it backhand to the shortstop Opitz. They get out number 2 at second base. T-Sketter, good hustle down the line, safe on the fielder's choice. And with 2 outs, up to bat now is William Timp.
Yeah, good job there by Lincoln getting that lead runner and just maybe a half step late on turning that double
Well,
play.
and he was kind of caught in a tough area, Lincoln was, because the runner in that area, can I tag him out before he goes by me?
Yep.
And made the flip, and they got the lead runner. That's the important part. Timp batting .267, 8 hits in 30 at-bats. He is the left-handed hitting first baseman, and they throw to first base there, and just off a step or two is T-Scatter. And again, you have Timp. They always seem to have a left-handed glove up here at South Winn, don't they, at first base?
Yeah, they always seem to, yeah.
And talking about T-Scatter being on the move, he's 7 of 7 stolen base-wise, but not a huge lead. First pitch there is a fastball outside. The count is 0-1. So 2 outs. And for South Winn, the first time in this ball game, they have put a runner on. And let's see if they can get something continuing here with 2 outs. 0-1 is the count. Francis, before he steps into that windup, there's a pitch outside from the stretch, I should say. The pitch is outside 1-1, but he will turn that shoulder over before it becomes set from the stretch. So it takes an extra look over that base runner at first base. 1-1 is the count to Timp. Timp with that left foot almost against the line there. Hits a bouncing ball, backhanded by the first baseman Bumgarner. A step away from the bag, picks it, steps on it, and that does it for South Winn in the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits. They leave 1. We've played 2. 2-zip, Starmont.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Starmont Baseball is brought to you in part by Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi. G&G Land Solutions in Edgewood. Rocklar Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Innovative Egg Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. And by Bacon Concrete in Postville. Already top of the third inning for Starmont, 2 runs, 5 hits. They have not committed an error. For South Winn, no runs, no hits. They have actually committed 1 error in this game. Wyatt Opitz up to bat. Opitz singled in the first inning. Stars had the first 5 runners reach in the top of the second inning and ended up with 2 runs out of that. First pitch to Opitz. It's a curveball, high fly ball. This is shallow left center field. Long ways to go for Smith. Smith dives for it and makes the play. Smith, a youngster out there in left field. Looked like he was going to be able to get to it earlier. Great effort there. Opitz ends up on a tough play, out for out number 1.
Yeah, nice play by Smith there. I thought that was going to be kind of a can of corn fly ball, but dropped a little quicker than I thought, and great play by Smith to get that.
So brings up Elliot Francis now, the pitcher. Francis is 0 for 1 in this ball game, a strikeout victim. Back in the first, curveball there, and it's a slider outside. It's a strike. The count is 0-1. We see a different approach second time through the lineup here for Streeter attacking hitters.
Yeah, he's really working that outside corner.
0-1 to Francis. The 0-1 breaking ball outside, slid away, and the count again goes to a ball and a strike. So Streeter's given up 5 hits in this ball game. Starmont getting to him early in this ball game. And 1-1 is the count. 1-1 fastball, slow bouncing ball. Shortstop Winn Hold fields it edge of the infield. Throw across the diamond in plenty of time. Francis bounces out 6-3. Out number 2 now here in the third.
Yeah, really slow grounder there, but good job by Winn Hold charging that thing.
Jack Toll up to bat. Toll came up in the first inning with runners on second and third and hit a bouncing ball to third to end that threat. Up here with nobody on and 2 outs. So try to get something going. The Stars will hear with 2 outs. And hear the train siren in the background.
Yep.
Train whistle going off. Pitch to Toll. It's outside. The count is 1-0. Todd, the catcher, has a real interesting stance behind the plate.
Yeah, kind of kicks that right leg out a little bit.
And 1-0 is the count. Curveball, and that pitch misses away, and it goes to 2-0. First time I think we've seen Streeter fall behind 2-0 on somebody.
Yeah, he hasn't been behind much at all this game.
Yeah, again, you see some major league catchers like that.
Yeah.
Benito Santiago used to be like that. Fastball inside, it's a strike. The count is 2-1. That's dating ourselves a bit, but that would be the type of catcher, that type of stance. And again, Todd is an outstanding catcher. He can stand any way he wants. 2-1 pitch, fastball swinging right through it. There's Toll. High fastball could not get to it. Quickly, the count evened up at 2-2. So Streeter trying to get his first 1-2-3 inning here in the third inning as Toll steps back into the box. And again, Streeter, the long look in. Here is now your 2-2 pitch. Fastball, bouncing ball, shortstop Winn Hold, backhands it, throw across the diamond, long ways to go, but a good, strong throw. Toll bounces out to short, and a nice play by Winn Hold, and that does it for the Stars. They go down in order in the top of the third. Bottom of 3, 2-0, Starmont in the lead.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right, 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Caden Meyer, Bennett Smith, then the top of the lineup with Braden Todd. 8-9-1 for South Winn. Bottom of the third inning, they trail 2-0. A score from Wapsie. Don Bosco leads Wapsie Valley 2-0. That ball game is in the third inning, so a couple of 2-0 scores going on. Left-handed hitter is Caden Meyer, the DH. Meyer this season, 11 of 40, batting a .275 clip, and this will be his 23rd game of action, and takes a fastball inside there for a strike. The count is 1-1. So already bottom of the third inning. We figured this ball game would move along fairly quickly. Stars have had more traffic on the base paths. 1-1 pitch, high and outside. Count is 2-1, but lots of nice plays defensively so far early in this game.
Yeah, well
Pitchers
played.
throwing strikes.
Yep.
Always a good thing. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 offering to Meyer. Takes that pitch right down the middle. That's a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Bennett Smith, the number 9 hitter, will be waiting on deck. Stars left runners in scoring position in the first, but took advantage of it in the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Meyer. 2-2 pitch, got a piece of it up against the backstop. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Both these teams were warming up before infield there, and we had a little cross traffic, didn't we?
Yeah, we had long toss, and they were kind of crossing streams there.
2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 offering inside, called strike 3. Second strikeout before Francis. It's out number 1 here in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, nice job by Francis, really working those corners there.
Bennett Smith is up to bat. Smith, the left fielder, is 7 of 21 on the season. Again, this is the part of the lineup that they've just been looking to kind of fill in here. And Smith, youthful. Again, he is just an 8th grader. We saw him make a good play, and to be honest with you, he's built like an 8th grader.
Yep, he's a little smaller, but that's all right.
Yeah, made a good play defensively. Takes the pitch there, hits a bouncing ball right side of the infield. Second baseman Lincoln, slow roller, able to flip it there to the first baseman Baumgartner. 2 up and 2 down very quickly now here in the bottom of the third. And back to the top of the lineup with Braden Todd. So they were able to keep Todd and Streeter off the base paths early in this ball game. And now this is the second time through the lineup for Francis.
Yeah, and it was important to get those first 2 outs, too, so there's nobody on when you're facing Todd here.
Yeah, because, again, Todd and Streeter, stat-wise there, it's just amazing what 23 RBIs for Todd. Streeter, again, has had good hitting numbers all year. He's got 39 RBIs, so they do quite a bit with those 2 guys and both seniors. I mean, they've been the anchor for South Winn the last couple of seasons.
In just about every single sport.
Yeah, that's right. So the first offering now from Francis to Todd, who bounced out to short. And there's a breaking ball outside. It's a strike, and the count is 0-1. So Francis grooving so far early in this ball game. He's thrown mighty good in the postseason for them. 0-1 offering to Todd. Todd swings right through the high fastball, chased one upstairs, and the count goes to 0-2 right now.
Yeah, that's big getting up 0-2 on Todd early here.
Francis, by the way, dropped the ball back to the mound. If you're talking about striking out Todd, he has struck out all of 8 times this season.
Pretty rare.
Yeah, Streeter, by the way, struck out a few more, but the count is 0-2. As a senior, that's what you kind of expect. So 0-2 is the offering now. Francis, the 0-2 pitch, pop-up, out of play. It's 0-2. And the thing about Francis right now, he hasn't hardly thrown pitches to many batters.
No.
I mean, it's been a low pitch count.
Yeah, the first batter of this inning was the longest he threw to a single kid.
What did we see, 39 in 4 innings the other night, something like that?
Yeah, been very efficient.
0-2 offering to Todd. Todd lifts a slicing ball on the right field line, giving chase his cushion. That ball will be foul as it goes into the corner. Todd behind on it. Line drives it sharply down the right field line, and we'll do it again with the count at 0-2.
Yeah, long way for Cushion to go there. I don't think they're playing him to go the other way.
Yeah, that ball, if it hits fair, spins to the corner, Todd's probably at third base.
Yeah.
I mean, just with his speed that he has. So 0-2 is now the count, but Francis still ahead on the count. And they, again, have not picked up a hit in the early part of this ball game. 0-2 offering to Todd, and Todd reaches out for it. Slow bouncing ball. Third baseman Raber fields it. Throw across the diamond in time. Nice play by Raber. It's his ball. Shortstop Obitz trying to get to it, but Raber heading in that direction makes the play. Todd throwing out. He's bounced out twice. That does it for Starmont for South Winn there in the bottom of the third. We've played 3-2-zip. Starmont in the lead.
The doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage everyone to get out and support your local baseball and softball teams, enjoy the weather, and get your kids' summer checkups scheduled at Family Dentistry Associates in Monona. Call today to schedule 539-4651.
Starmont Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase and Allwine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments. Carr Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. The Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. So we now go here to the top of the fourth inning already. Bottom of the lineup for Starmont, Jax Thomason, Alex Lincoln, and Milton Cushion. But this is the part of the lineup responsible for the 2 Starmont runs.
Yeah, this has been a really nice part of their lineup in this postseason. This is where it started in the second inning, and we talked earlier about how much they produced against Clayton Ridge Central the other night.
And they just continue to get better throughout the season. So Streeter is in his 4th inning of work as we kind of keep an eye on the pitch count. Again, you expect to see Streeter and then also as well Todd at some point here in the ball game, and certainly the score will continue to dictate that. And that will be the same situation for Starmont. We expect to see Opitz at some point here in this ball game.
Yep.
Unless for some reason Francis is throwing a no-hitter and the pitch count continues to be as low as it is.
Yeah, which he is right now. So, yeah, right now you're riding Francis.
Yeah, he's doing 10 pitches an inning, 11 pitches an inning?
Pretty much. He's at 31 through 3.
Amazing. So to lead things off once again here is going to be Jax Thomason, takes a strike, and the count is 0-1. Thomason singled to start the second inning. That was followed by a Lincoln single. Then Cushion was safe on a fielder's choice, and Air loaded the bases, and then Hudson Popham drove in 2 runs. Pitched low there, and it's a ball and a strike. Some shadow now kind of taking over middle of the infield from where Coach Odeffer standing in the third base box. 1-1 pitch. That's a called strike. Caught the top part of the strike zone. But the shadow goes all the way towards the second baseman in Hesse, but the pitcher is not in that shadow, and neither is the hitter. So a ball and 2 strikes, but makes things trickier for the left side of the infield. 1-2 pitch, and that ball slicing down the right field line. Giving chase is Grieve. Grieve makes the play just as he crosses the line halfway down in foul territory. Thomason flies out to right for out number 1.
Yeah, that time Grieve was shaded kind of towards that line, so it made it a fairly easy play for him to get to there.
Alex Lincoln, the second baseman, is up to bat. Lincoln singled and scored once again in the second inning. Top of the 4th inning in a ball game here that we're almost halfway through. And not even 45 minutes old.
Yeah, we're moving.
Fastball upstairs. The count is 1-0. We have seen just some outstanding pitching in the postseason here. Baseball and softball. 1-0 pitch, and there's a line shot to the right fielder, Grieve. It's going to go over his head. It's going to be extra bases. The ball rolls all the way to the fence. Lincoln goes into second base. They're going to turn it. Here's the relay into third. He slides in, and he's throwing out there. Great relay to the shortstop, Wennhold, who threw a strike to the first baseman, T-Scatter. Lincoln throwing out, trying to stretch it into a triple for out number 2.
Yeah, that's just a great relay by Southwind. Good hustle by Lincoln and great hit, but just a little bit better relay by Southwind.
And
there.
you had the shortstop Wennhold coming out there as the cutoff, and time taken here now by the catcher Braden Todd. But that is, and there's also time because as sliding into third base Lincoln, he actually popped third base out. So that's where you got to go get the spoon and dig out third base once again.
Yep.
That's one of those. Every team seems to have one of those bases, whether it's at second or third, that there's a problem.
Yep.
That they just deal with it all year long.
Yep, they come loose, and then, yeah, it takes a good 5-10 minutes to get her fixed again.
Keep the spoon handy. Some people use the things that make you say out at the doctor's office.
Yep.
Yeah, they use a little bit of everything.
Yep.
We mentioned Starmont being aggressive on the base pass there, and Lincoln was waved to third.
Yeah, and he kind of, it's tough. How many triples do you hit a year? So he was motoring from home to second, and I think he just kind of slowed down just a little bit after second, but that's a long way to go.
Yeah, and Lincoln had 2 doubles this season, did not have a triple, by the way.
Yep.
And if you're talking about stat-wise this year, triple-wise, Starmont actually does have 6 triples.
Yeah, and they do have some speed and some good hitters, so it's not surprising. But, yeah, Lincoln just looked like just lost a little bit of a gear after he crossed second base.
So Milton Cushion is up to bat. Cushion is 0 for 1, but scored. Takes the pitch outside. The count is 1-0. But that goes as the 6th hit for Starmont. It'll go in the books as a double and then a 9-6-5 relay. 1-0 is the offering now to Cushion. 1-0 curveball there, and it's a strike, and it's a ball and a strike. So Southwind making a play defensively as the Stars were looking to build on to a 2-0 lead. 1-1 offering, fastball, getting a piece of it as Cushion stays alive there with the count 1-2.
Yeah, and Starmont being aggressive like they always are. It did take a perfect relay from Southwind to get him there. So.
And Grieve just looked at that ball when it was hit to him and immediately realized, I've got no chance to get to that.
Yeah, that was hit hard by Lincoln.
A ball and 2 strikes is the count. And Streeter now with the 1-2 offering. It is a fastball called strike 3 on the outside. That is only strikeout number 2 for Streeter, but that does it for Starmont in the top of the 4th. No runs a hit. They leave nobody. Halfway through this one, 2-0. Starmont in the lead.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
The Clayton County Farm Bureau Beef Passport is your chance to support local restaurants, local farmers, and local beef all summer long. Pick up a passport and visit participating stops like Backwoods Bar and Grill, TD Sports Bar, and Gunda Roadhouse to enjoy featured beef items and collect stamps for prize entries. New this year, a digital passport option, a farmer's market stop, and no minimum number of stamps required to win. The Clayton County Farm Bureau Beef Passport runs now through August 31st.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 2, 3, and 4 for Southwind. Carson Streeter, Jordan Eink, and Eric Grieve. So that is, again, Streeter, the pitcher up to bat, flew out to left field, his last at-bats. Well, right now, Starmont leading 2-0, 2 runs, 6 hits. They have not committed an error. Southwind, no runs, no hits so far. They have committed 1 error, which played a part of that 2-run second inning for Starmont. So Streeter looks to bunt, pulls things back, takes the fastball high. The count is 1-0. Streeter flew out to left field, back in the first inning.
Yeah, hit it hard out to left.
And Elliott Francis is in his 4th inning of work here for Starmont. 1-0 offering to Streeter, and Streeter hits a rope right off the glove of Raber, who put up the hand there almost in defense. It'll go as a base hit. Raber almost stabbed that ball as he was playing again even with the bag, but he put up the glove hand there and it just ricocheted off there. But that's a hard hit ball by Streeter. They have a leadoff runner on.
Yeah, that one was smoked. I thought Raber might be able to grab that, but that thing was hit hard at him.
Time taken here for, once again, Coach Odeffer and Francis. The glasses there. He needs to clean off his glasses.
Yeah. Maybe just want to settle him down. First real threat Southwind has had here.
And leadoff runner on here. And what you're concerned about here is how you handle Streeter on the base paths.
Yeah.
We talk about all these guys that they can hit and stuff like that, and Todd and Streeter, but the experience they have base running wise, again, he's only stolen 9 bases, but pretty smart base runner.
Yeah, he's a good base runner.
There's a reason why they don't courtesy run for him.
Right, an experienced senior.
All right, so Francis, yeah, it's all right. Francis, by the way, dealing with an eye injury from basketball, and it's a great story, the fact that he has continued to just throw as well as he has, basically seeing out of one eye.
Yeah, I had no idea until I saw that on, I think, did Bound Iowa put a story out on that maybe?
So they throw to first base. Streeter slides back in there. He's safe. So Jordan Eink is up to bat. Eink bounced out to short. He is 0 for 1. And let's see what Southwind does. If they go hit and run, try to put the runner in motion anyway. And here is, again, looking to work the first pitch. They square to bunt. Eink pulls things back, swings away. There's a hole on the right side, but getting over there is Lincoln, who fields it, throws to first base, and gets the out there. Lincoln went. They were looking to hit behind the runner that time. Lincoln initially started to go to second base on the hit and run, but read it well. Got back to cover ground. Streeter moves into scoring position, but they get out number 1 at first base.
Yeah, nice play by Lincoln. Was headed towards second originally, but got over, made the play. No play to get Streeter at second, but got the out at first.
And there's not a lot of teams you see being able to pull off a hit and run and take the ball to the right side of the infield. But that's the type of team that Southwind has. Starmont has guys that can do that as well. So good quality teams. Eric Grieve, a strikeout victim. He is 0 for 1. Streeter dancing off of second base and now taking time is the hitter in Grieve. So this is the 4 spot in the lineup. Yeah, Lincoln takes another step or two to the right towards second base there, or if he sells out on going to second base, it goes into right field, and you've got runners on the corners. The ball gets by the catcher there, dropped by Popham, but he was able to locate it quickly. It was right below him, and he immediately got up there, and staying at second base was Streeter. Streeter had a good look at it as well, as he initially kind of leaned towards third, but heads back to the bag.
Yeah, he thought about it for a second there, but good awareness by Popham to get that ball.
1-0 is the count. And again, the middle of the infield, working Streeter at second base. 1-0 offering, and Eink swings at a breaking ball upstairs. It's a ball and a strike. So this is the first runner to reach scoring position for Southwind in the middle stages of this game. And now Hudson Popham, the catcher, taking time, and just a very short conversation with Elliott Francis. Are they concerned about maybe Streeter picking up signs?
Yep, maybe could be. Maybe changing a sign or something. Yep.
Yeah, Opitz and Streeter, they're having a nice conversation.
Yeah.
Opitz, and it's a friendly conversation, by the way. 1-1 is the count. And they go to second base, and that ball thrown into center field. Nobody covering the bag there. Picked up by Thomason. The throw to third, it is not in time. An error on the throw. So, and again, they weren't trying to pick him off. It was more of a throw to keep you honest, as it was basically Francis stepping off the mound to throw to second base there. Lincoln was there holding the runner, but had headed back towards his position. And again, Opitz and Thomason were both, Lincoln rather, were working in the middle of the field. And again, nobody there.
Yeah, just some miscommunication by Starmont.
So this is an opportunity for Southwind with a runner at third now with 1 out. 1-1 pitch, and it's a pop-up out of play. We'll do it again. It looks to me like Starmont is in. The infield is in.
Yeah, they're going to try and cut that run down at the home.
And as I say that, they now back up. Opitz goes back to his normal position. Yep, they're backing up. 1-2 is now the count. So trying to protect things will be Grieve. 1-2 pitch, it is inside, evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still a nice location by Francis, by the way.
Yeah, good spot for that. They really wanted that strike. A strikeout would be huge here for Francis.
Yeah, Francis hasn't walked anybody, did hit a batter, but has really been ahead of the count, even though right now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-2 offering from Francis. Breaking ball, swinging right through it. There is Grieve. Chased it upstairs. Third strikeout recorded by Francis.
Yeah,
and that's out number 2 here in the 4th.
What a time for that strikeout, too. Now you got 2 outs. All you got to worry about is Sid Hesse here. You don't need to worry about Streeter at third anymore.
Hesse was hit by the pitch. We mentioned that Francis has hit 1, and that is Hesse who's up to bat. Now we will have a courtesy runner here coming in for Streeter at this point with 2 outs. And that will be number 40, Adrian Caselas. So Caselas is an 8th grader coming in. This, I would think you're just trying to get Streeter maybe a breather here, right?
Yeah, that would be my guess, yes.
So courtesy runner here. I love how our home plate umpire signaled to the PA announcer there. Held up a big C, Justin Otto, our home plate umpire. And good communication there. He didn't look at us when we said that, did he?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So Hesse now up to bat here with 2 outs. So a runner at third base there, the courtesy runner for the pitcher. And here is the offering from Francis. It is a curveball inside, and it's a called strike. Count is 0-1. Hesse, certainly near the plate. I mean, but it's, again, any inside pitch there. He's just trying to basically get around on it if he can.
Yep.
0-1 is the count. Francis from the stretch with that runner on third. 0-1 offering, fastball high, scoots off the glove of Popham, but not far enough to try to steal. Only about 10 feet behind him there, just outside the circle behind home plate. And Francis was heading there. It was a high pitch for a ball. 1-1 is the count.
And that is the one thing that, taking Streeter off a third there. Streeter has the experience, to know when to go and get a good jump there. And we'll have to see if this courtesy runner has that.
Yeah, Caceres, the 8th grader, short lead at first base. Has Coach Smith right there with him. 1-1 is the count. And the 1-1 offering, swinging right through that pitch is Hesse. Again, a pitch up in the top part of the strike zone that Francis having luck with.
Yeah, taking a little off of it, a little movement on that, and South Winn just having trouble with that pitch right now.
So the count is a ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. And Francis trying to get out of this without any damage here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-2 is the count. Francis looks the runner back, comes to the 1-2 pitch there, and that pitch called strike 3 on the outside. Caught looking there is Hesse. Back-to-back K's does it for South Winn in the bottom of the 4th. They leave a runner at third. We've played 4, 2-zip, Starmont in the lead.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank. We empower success.
Starmont Baseball is brought to you in part by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. Clayton County Recycling in Monona. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. Ground Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, and by Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. Already the top of the 5th inning, Starmont leads South Winn 2-0. Tegan Raber, Hudson Popham, Caden Baumgartner, 9-1-2 to lead things off for the Stars here. Now in the 5th inning, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Starmont. And for South Winn, no runs, 1 hit. They have committed 1 error. So 9-1-2 once again for the Stars. Raber was safe on an error. First pitch lifts a high pop-up. That's going to make it out of play. He was behind on that one. Goes behind us, as a matter of fact. The count is 0-1. So we thought maybe we'd see the lights on at some point tonight. We may get this one done. Plenty of sun left.
It's moving.
0-1 pitch there upstairs, and it's a ball and a strike. Starmont scored both their runs in the top of the 2nd inning. They left 2 in scoring position in the 1st, also left a runner in scoring position in the 2nd, and also in the 4th inning. 1-1 pitch, misses away. The count is 2-1. Try to get you a pitch update for Streeter entering this inning. 2-1 is the count. 2-1 pitch there, fouled back by Tabor once again. Raber, I should say. And the count is 2-2.
45 pitches coming into the inning.
Yeah, so again, he's got some wiggle room to work with. And he has not had some innings where he's had to work. but the pitch count hasn't been overly high in those innings.
Starmont's hit a lot of first pitches.
2-2 pitch. Raber reaches out for it. Slow bouncing ball. Shortstop Winn hold. Easy play to handle. Got it at the edge of the infield. And Raber bounces out to short. It's 1 up and 1 down here in the 5th inning. Hudson Popham, top of the lineup, up to bat. Popham has the best at-bat for Starmont in this ball game. He delivered a 2 RBI double for the lone runs for the Stars. And top of the lineup up here for Starmont now here in the top of the 5th inning. Try to get you an update on the Don Bosco game coming up in just a bit here. And the offering there, first pitch called strike on the outside to Popham, and the count is 0-1. Don Bosco led early that ball game by a final score of a score of 2-0, not final yet. 0-1 pitch, Popham takes it outside. It's a ball and a strike. Don Bosco, no surprise there that they're back in the mix of things.
Yep.
So Streeter continues with the 1-1 offering. 1-1 pitch, nice breaking ball there for a strike. The count is 1-2. Caught the top part of that strike zone.
Yeah, froze Popham a little bit on that.
I'll tell you what, Francis and Streeter move the ball around as well as anybody.
Yep.
1-2 pitch, high fastball, no chance to chase that one. It was above the head. So again, it now goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Changing eye levels on the hitters, and then you're able to kind of mix those off-speed pitches in as you want. 2-2 offering there. Breaking ball fouled back there by Popham. Stays alive with the count at 2-2. This is now the 3rd time through the Starmont lineup, by the way, as Streeter has had traffic every inning except for the 3rd inning. And here's a bouncing ball, gloved by Streeter. One hopper right back to the mound. Streeter going to his left, picks it up there, flips it to the first baseman Timp. Popham bounces back to the mound. It is 2 up and 2 down now here, and Caden Bubgarner is up to bat.
Yeah, Streeter kind of seems to have settled in the last 3 innings.
Well,
here.
he is retired now 9 in a row. Now, there was a double mixed in there, and that runner was thrown out. So, yeah, he certainly is settled into a groove here in a 2-0 ball game. So Caden Bumgartner has reached base twice, singled, and hit into a fielder's choice. And with 2 outs, up to bat here in the 5th inning, takes a fastball upstairs. The count is 1-0. Streeter hoping for his second 1-2-3 inning here. 1-0 offering, 1-0 pitch, and that ball's lined right to the shortstop. Winn Hold took 2 steps to his left, gloves it on the line, and that does it for the Stars. They go down in order. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 2-0, Starmont in the lead.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Robertson.
Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhag, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
Now in the bottom of the 5th inning, Hayden T-Scatter, William Timp, Caden Meyer to lead things off, I should say, for South Winn. And now this is the 5, 6, and 7 spot in the lineup. This is still their 2nd time through the lineup. T-Scatter, safe on a fielder's choice, takes the pitch down low. The count is 1-0. So the top of the 5th inning ended with a hard hit ball by Baumgartner, but Wenthold was reading it, mid mice play. 1-1 pitch, that's fouled. First base side, giving chase is Baumgartner. He's got room, but drops it. As he approached the track area on the right side there, the lime area, dropped the ball, and new life given there for T-Scatter. Certainly would have been a nice catch.
Yeah, it would have been a nice play, one you really probably want to have back if you're Caden Baumgartner, but he was nearing the fence, and that can get in your head sometimes.
So, new life here for T-Sketter. The count is 1-1. Francis in his 5th inning of work, and 1-1 pitch, and that ball's lined into right center field. It's a base hit. It's the second hit for the Warriors. Second inning in a row they've led off an inning with a hit. And up to bat now is William Timp, the first baseman, who bounced out to first. So bottom of the lineup. Starmont's lineup came through for them for the 2 runs. Bottom of the lineup for South Winn, trying to work their way back from a 2-0 deficit.
Yeah, now if you're Baumgartner, you really want that play back. But got to put it past you and focus on the next hitter here.
And the left-handed hitter there, Timp, again, and Smith, the 7 and 9 hitters, are the only 2 left-handed bats in the lineup. See if Starmont, if they stay normal defensively, as the pitch to Timp is a strike. At this point in the bottom of the 5th inning, South Winn not likely to play for a run here. They need to string some things together.
Yeah, that's they're running out of at-bats.
0-1. They are somewhat in at third. But 0-1 is the count, and he squares the bunt. So much for that, and he lays down a beauty. Charging it and fielding it is Popham. The throw to first, it misses it, and it's inside the bag, and it goes out into right field. A throwing error on the play. So, yes, they are playing small ball, and here's another throw that gets by the cutoff, but it's backed up by the third baseman in Raber. So an error charge on the play. Timp lays down a beauty bunt that time, and it didn't look to me like he was sacrificing. He was trying to bunt that for a hit. And the ball fielded by Popham, but he threw it wide of the bag. It goes into right field. 2 in scoring position, and nobody out here on the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, that's could come back to really haunt Starmont here. They needed to get that out there. Just an errant throw, and now they've really got to bear down and try and get some outs and hold on to this lead.
An excellent timeout taken by Coach Odeffer to bring the infield together here, because you have the 8 and 9 hitters. You still want to attack that part of the lineup here. And at this inning, with runners on 2nd and 3rd and nobody out, just try to limit the damage. If you can get out of this with a run, you still have the lead.
Yeah, if you can get out of this inning giving up only 1 run, I think you're pretty happy if you're Starmont at this point.
So this is the first time in the ball game that South Winn put some pressure on Starmont. So an error charged on the play, 2-base error, and T-Sketter at third base. And the Stars were lucky that it didn't end up being another error on the play because they missed the cutoff as they rushed to throw back in. So now, time taken there. Courtesy runner. There we go.
I think it's a pinch runner. Yep.
So 25 is coming in to run there. Our home plate umpire almost looked like he was tossing somebody out there for a second the way he pointed. Holy cow. So, all right, runners on 2nd and 3rd. We'll let you know who that is for Timp at first base in just a second. As Meyer, a strikeout victim, it's a bouncing ball. Diving for it is the first baseman. Baumgartner cannot get to it. It's going to slide into right field. The pinch runner, who came in, is number 25 for South Winn, Hugh Conway. But Conway stops at third as the ball just gets to the edge of the infield. It's a base hit for Meyer, and an RBI. It is now 2-1, runners on the corners, and still nobody out.
Yep, and I think we might get a pitching change here.
So it will be Opitz coming in for Francis. So there's nobody out. 2-1. Starmont's lead's been trimmed to 1. South Winn is in business. Runners on the corners. We'll tell you about this pitching change when we return.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus live scan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision. Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
So bottom of the 5th inning, South Winn is on the board. It's 2-1. They're still in business. Runners on 1st and 3rd. Again, Conway is the runner at third base. He is the pinch runner for Timp. Meyer is at first base there after he just picked up a base hit and an RBI. So Wyatt Opitz is our new pitcher here for Starmont. We figured we'd see Francis and also as well Francis and Opitz in this ball game. It's Opitz's turn now, and I believe we have another runner coming in for Meyer now, don't we?
Yes, pinch runner at first as well. Yep.
And that is Cameron Eink. So Eink is in to run. And again, up to bat now is the number 9 hitter in Bennett Smith. And you've got the top of the lineup likely coming up. First pitch there is outside from Opitz, and the count is 1-0. Opitz this season, 4-3, 33 innings, 20 hits, only 3 earned runs, walking 5 and striking out 46. He is throwing much better than a 4-3 record. He's throwing some tough games. They look to bunt. They pull things back. Going to second base there, standing up will be Eink on a pitch that was called there, I believe, a ball, and the count is 2-0. So Smith was just bluffing the bunt. Stars didn't do anything with runners on third and first. In that situation, they conceded second base.
Yep.
So 2-0. 2-0 offering. There's a curveball, and that's lined into right field for a base hit. Scoring from third is Conway. Eink puts the brakes on there. It's a base hit and an RBI for Smith. Starmont's bottom of the lineup came through for them. 4 bottom of the lineup hitters have all reached for South Winn. Base hit RBI for Smith. It's now 2-2, and again, nobody out with runners on the corners.
Yeah, South Winn having themselves an inning here, breaking out in the 5th inning.
So that brings up Braden Todd. So now you're getting to trouble. South Winn for Todd. He is 0 for 2. Streeter's on deck, 1 for 2. And again, these are the top 2 hitters for South Winn. Runners on the corners. Smith stays in. You've got a lot of youth on the base pass for South Winn. Here is a breaking ball outside. The count is 1-0. So now the Stars just trying to get out of this inning right now if they can with the score tied.
Yeah, they want to get out of this with as little damage as possible.
1-0 is the count, but you've got to go through the 2 best sticks at least. Curveball swinging through it there is Todd. That was a nice spinner there by Opitz, and the count is a ball and a strike.
Yeah, real good pitch. Todd was trying to give them a 3-run lead right there.
We mentioned Todd doesn't strike out much, but boy, they can help themselves out with a K here, couldn't they?
Yeah.
1-1 pitch, fastball, called strike on the outside. Opitz, nice location. It's a ball and 2 strikes. He's at least ahead on the count. Something to work with here with a 1-2 count. So a ball and 2 strikes. Nothing from our runner at first base here. And here's the 1-2 breaking ball. It's outside. A step away from the catcher Popham. And going into second base will be Smith. As the ball got a few steps away, nobody even moved to second base there. Really no chance to get him anyway. But the count is now 2-2, and you've got 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah, they just conceded second base again.
And now time taken by Opitz stepping off the mound. It's because going into second base there was Smith. Smith didn't slide, but apparently he's moving around some dirt. Just leveling off second base.
Yeah.
We said that third base was the problem bag that popped out, but maybe they got an issue with second base too. So a little field work there by Smith. That's all right. 2-2 offering to Todd. Breaking ball reaches out for it and swings right through it. Strikeout number 1 for Opitz. That's a big out number 1. Runners on second and third. And Carson Streeter is up to bat. Streeter is 1 for 2. Singled his last at bat. And they are going to put him on.
Yep.
Absolutely. Don't even give him a chance. So it's an intentional walk. We mentioned Todd had only struck out 8 times all year, and they're going to take the bat out of the hands of Streeter with runners on the bases loaded here now. And 1 out, Jordan Eink is up to bat. Eink bounced out to short and bounced out to second. The Stars are in at the corners here, but back in the middle. And as I say that, Lincoln now goes to the edge of the dirt. Francis, who went in at shortstop, stays back. And here's a high fly ball. This is shallow left field. Calling for it there is Toll. Toll late makes the play. They tag the runner from third. Here's the throw to the plate. It is not in time. It got by the catcher Popham. They score a run. Advancing to third base will be the runner there in Smith. Streeter goes to second base. It's a sacrifice fly RBI. Had a chance. The throw was up the line a bit, and Popham tried to catch it and kind of swipe as the runner going by. Not the case. So it ends up a sacrifice fly RBI. South Winn leads 3-2.
Yeah, it was a good throw there by Toll. Just a little bit short, and Popham had to try and, like you said, catch it and swipe all at once.
So now they will replace Streeter, and South Winn suddenly has a lead here. In the bottom of the 5th inning, the bottom of the lineup has contributed to 3 runs. So into the game is Adrian Caceres. He came into courtesy run for Streeter earlier. And time taken now by Coach Smith for South Winn as he brings everybody in here. 2 outs. Toll looked like he was going to be able to get underneath that ball easily, but he actually had to make the play running.
Yeah.
And that didn't give him a chance to kind of set and fire.
Right. Had a little bit trouble setting his feet on that throw. Still made a decent throw, just up the line a little bit and short hopped Popham at the catcher spot.
And South Winn, we talk about these teams are going to be aggressive, and they knew it was going to take a good throw to the plate. And again, that throw just a little bit up the line there made things a little too interesting. And now, if you're Starmont, try to get out of the inning, at least only down by a run.
Yeah, they've got to strand those 2 runners that are out there right now.
And again, Ike is 0 for 2, takes a fastball inside. The count is 1-0. Ike, one of the leading hitters RBI-wise this season for, again, South Winn. And they're going to work here now with the count at 1-0. So he has, again, been locked into the lineup for them all season long. Batting has 22 RBIs on the season. 2 runners in scoring position here. 1-0 pitch, curveball swings right through it. And a nice change of pace there by Opitz.
Yeah, I think that was the same pitch that he was able to strike Todd out on.
1-1 is the count. Got Todd to strike out, then gave the intentional walk to Streeter, but they come through. 1-1 pitch, fastball on the outside. The count is now a ball and 2 strikes. Scoreboard's wrong, by the way.
Yep, they got it backwards.
Right, we've got a good view of the ball and strike call tonight. Plus,
Yes.
It's not softball where we have the delayed strike call all the time.
Right, a little quicker.
Yeah. A 1-2 pitch there. Breaking ball swinging right through it. There is like second strikeout for Opitz in relief, and that does it for South Winn. But they score 3 runs in the inning. They do it on 3 hits, helped out by an error. We go to the top of the 6th, and Starmont now trails by a score of 3-2.
Are you wanting to eat better, feel better, get your weight or other numbers under control, and need someone to hold you accountable? This is Brandy Strube, registered dietitian with Veterans Memorial Hospital. I welcome consultations with patients of all ages and look forward to helping you meet your nutritional goals. Please call the hospital to set up an appointment or ask your doctor for a referral at your next visit.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Starmont Baseball is brought to you in part by Evans Chiropractic, Leonard Miller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point, The Market, a division of Kendrick, Inc., Nutrient Ag Solutions, The Edgewood Reminder, Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Blooms Flowers, Gifts, and more in Edgewood, and by Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living.
So we go to the top of the 6th inning. It is 3-2. This game has suddenly changed. South Winn leading Starmont. Wyatt Opitz, Elliott Francis, Jack Toll to lead things off here for the Stars. That will be 3, 4, and 5 in their lineup. Starmont scored 2 in the first inning. But again, they had been held in check by Streeter after that point. Starmont, we knew they would make a pitching change at some point, and South Winn doing the same. As Braden Todd moves from catcher to pitcher, Streeter moves from pitcher to catcher.
Yep, they just flop positions.
And they've done it all year long. So to lead things off, it's Opitz. First pitch to Opitz, fastball low, and the count is 1-0. Opitz singled in the first, flew out to left field in the third. He is 1 for 2 in this ball game. The 3-hitter for the Stars. 1-0 offering fastball. That's slicing into right field. Coming in is Grieve. He's able to get underneath it. Makes the play. Puts up that left hand there. Catches it easily. Rolling in, and Opitz flies out to right field for what is out number 1.
Yeah, great jump on that ball by Grieve and makes the play easily.
Elliott Francis is up to bat. Francis is 0 for 2. A strikeout victim. Bounced out to short. So the Stars, trailing for the first time in this game, will try to get something going. There's a breaking ball. Nice pitch there from Todd. It's a strike. The count is 0-1. An update from the Don Bosco Wapsie Valley game. It is 3-1. Don Bosco leads in the top of the 5th. Pitch there is a ball to Francis. Winner of that ball game plays the winner of this ball game here in a sub-state final on Tuesday night with a location to be determined. 1-1 offering there. Fastball takes it for a strike. The count is 1-2. And in case you're interested, Denver leads Waukon 2-1 in the 5th inning of that ball game. If there's anybody that's following that. 1-2 is the count. 1-2 pitch, bouncing ball, slow roller. Second baseman Hesse stays back on it though, has to hurry. Throw to first. It is not in time. Never really had an opportunity, and he says it as he kind of pulls the hands up there like the sun bothered him on that ground ball. It was a slow roller, and initially he was going towards it slow, but apparently just couldn't pick it up.
Yeah, and the sun is really low right now, so that makes sense. And that infield grass really eats up those slow ground balls.
So it's a infield single for Elliott Francis, and Jack Toll is up to bat. Toll has bounced out twice in this ball game. Francis has stolen 15 stolen bases here, but whether it's Todd catching or Streeter catching, you're going against a good arm, and he doesn't have a big lead at all. Good cut by Toll, fastball in the inside, and the count is 0-1. Toll, again, a senior for Starmont, despite the fact that, again, they have a couple of seniors. It's still primarily a bunch of underclassmen. 0-1 is the count to Toll. And the 0-1 offering is a curveball, stayed away from it. The count is 1-1. Tell me the difference between Streeter and Todd.
Yeah, it looks like Todd's curveball maybe bends just a little bit more, but they're pretty similar pitchers, really.
1-1 is the count. So through 5 innings, Streeter allowed 6 hits, 2 runs, walked nobody, and struck out 2. 1-1 is the count. 1-1 offering there is a fastball, outside corner, catches it. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Boy, you look back in this ball game, we're in the later stages, but the Stars had second and third in the first inning with 1 out. Left a couple of runners in scoring position there in the second. And we mentioned a game like this going to come down to the little things or the little plays.
Yep, got to capitalize.
1-2 pitch, fastballs reaching through the outside pitch is Toll. Strikeout number 1 recorded in relief there by Todd, and it's out number 2 here on the top of the 6th. Jax Thomason is up to bat. Thomason started the second inning rally with a single. He is 1 for 2 in this ball game. Bottom of the lineup, if the Stars are going to rally here, they've got to come through for them again, as they did back in the second inning. And a runner at first base there with Francis, again a short lead. And Todd, the long look, comes to the plate. Curveball to start out with, and it's high. The count is 1-0. So South Winn, we mentioned the sun. Now it's the pitcher is in the sun, but there's a shadow between the mound and the hitter. So it makes it a little tougher to kind of pick up that ball. 1-0 is the count. 1-0 offering, curveball, and it's called strike. Caught the top part of the zone. 1-1 is now the count. But again, South Winn plays the first game of doubleheaders at 5 o'clock here, so they're obviously more used to it than a lot of teams are going to be used to it.
Yeah, this shouldn't bother them as much.
1-1 is the count. There's still some sunshine on the batter's shoulders. 1-1 is the count. 1-1 pitch, and off and running is Francis. The ball gets by the catcher, Todd. It's a wild pitch. Francis off and moving, goes into scoring position, though. Steals second base, and the count is now 2-1 to Thomason. Good pitch that time to pick for Francis to steal.
Yeah, he picked an opportune time there, and let's see if Starmont can make this hurt now.
So that's the first stolen base. Our home plate umpire takes time, wants to clean things off as Streeter made things dirty, having to go back to get that ball. 2-1 is now the count. Type of ball game we thought we'd get.
Yep.
Low-scoring ball game. And again, who was going to be able to get the big hit, make the big play? 2 balls and a strike is the count. Todd delivers the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball just misses outside. As a matter of fact, a couple of South Winn players started to take a step to the dugout, didn't they?
Yeah, that it would only been strike 2, so they still would have been a little premature on that.
Yeah, I started to wonder about that. So our third baseman was the one there. T-Scatter. One looked like he was hopping. 3-1 pitch, fastball jammed on the inside is Thomason. And the count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wasn't that a reaction of like a third strike?
It did look like it. It looked like a couple of them, and some oohs and groans from the South Winn fans, but good call by the umpire.
Time taken just a second here. Our base umpire says something there to Coach Odeffer. I think they just wanted somebody in the on-deck circle, make sure he's where he needs to be. Okay, that's taken care of. It was short, whatever it was. 3-2 is now the count, though. Full count to Thomason. And Todd, they work the middle of the infield again with that runner at second. Francis off and going. 3-2 pitch. Swinging through it there is Thomason. The ball dropped by Streeter, but he picks it up, runs down the line, floats it over the runner. And Thomason recorded via strikeout there at first base. Back-to-back Ks end it for the Stars in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. South Winn leads 3-2.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Bottom of the sixth inning, South Winn leads 3-2. It will be Eric Grieve, Sid Hesse, and Hayden Teesketter. That is 4, 5, and 6 in the South Winn lineup. They scored 3 runs in the bottom of the fifth inning and lead 3-2 in the later stages of this game. Grieve is 0 for 2, has struck out twice. This is his first at-bat against Opitz, and a curveball that has popped up in the infield, routine play. Lincoln kind of drifts in a little bit. Sticks the glove up there with one hand, no 2 hands needed, and Grieve pops out to second base softly for out number 1. Brings up now, once again, number 12, and that is Hayden Teesketter up to bat. So Hesse actually was the one that popped out there to second base. Teesketter is now up to bat. So again, it will be Teesketter, who is 1 for 2, safe on a fielder's choice. A single and again a run scored. Pops this one up, foul territory. First baseman Teesketter, even with the bag, goes into the first base coach's box. Just like that, 2 quick pop-outs to the right side of the infield, and 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the sixth.
Yeah, it's 2 pitches, 2 outs.
In the top of the seventh inning, Starmont will send up 7, 8, and 9. Alex Lincoln, Milton Cushion, and Tegan Raber. And again, those 3 had a hand in the 2 runs they scored in the second inning. Right now, Opitz trying to give them an opportunity in the top of the seventh. William Timp is up to bat. Timp is 0 for 1, was safe on an error, and that was a big turning point in this game as the left-handed hitter takes a fastball at the knees. The count is 0-1. That gave South Winn runners on second and third, and they were able to take advantage of that error, scoring a couple of earned runs after that point. 0-1 pitch. Opitz fires it for a strike. The count is 0-2. So that is the big play in this ball game right now that seemed to give South Winn the lift.
Yeah, and then that drop foul pop-up as well.
Yep. Could have been an out in that inning. 0-2 pitch, curveball. Tim reaches out for it, slaps it into left field. Toll dives and makes the play. Diving in. Great effort by Toll. Selling out for that one. And that does it for South Winn in the bottom of the sixth. No runs, no hits. They leave nobody. We go to the top of the seventh. Stars trying to rally. They trail 3-2.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Starmont Baseball is brought to you in part by Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi. G&G Land Solutions in Edgewood. Rocklar Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Innovative Egg Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. And by Bacon Concrete in Postville. Ed Coast.
So we go now to the top of the seventh inning. Stars needing a run to get this game here to the bottom of the seventh. And Alex Lincoln to lead things off. Milton Cushion and then Tegan Raber. Lincoln is 2 for 2. He has a base hit and scored a run and doubled a run. They're actually doubled in the fourth inning, but was thrown out trying to extend it to, again, a triple. And the first pitch from Todd, it is a strike. The entire infield now covered in shade, though the second baseman still looking into it. 0-1 pitch, a little extra fastball there from Todd. Lincoln cannot catch up to it, and the count is very quickly 0-2.
Yeah, put a little something extra on that pitch.
The Stars hoping to get some base runners to get to the top of the lineup. Their 2 runs came when Hudson Popham, the leadoff hitter, doubled in 2 runs in the second inning. The 0-2 offering now inside, and chasing it there is going to be Lincoln. Got a piece of it. It was a tough pitch. Best thing he could do is just fight that off, and he did. The count remains 0-2 right now.
Yeah, you're not going to do much with that one, so just foul it off out of play and live to see another day.
Stay alive. 0-2 is the count. Todd's 0-2 pitch inside, ducking out of the way there. As a matter of fact, is the hitter Lincoln, and Lincoln started to take a couple of steps towards first base, like maybe it nicked him, but the umpire, no, and Lincoln didn't argue just too much.
No.
1-2 pitch. 1-2 fastball. Called strike 3. Lincoln caught looking. That is the third strikeout recorded in a row by Todd. And it's out number 1 here in the 7th.
Yeah, good job by Todd. Really moving the ball around, changing speeds on that bat.
And that brings up Milton Cushion, now the right fielder. Cushion is 0 for 2, safe on the fielder's choice. He scored. And also a strikeout victim. So if they can get the tying run on the base paths, the Stars tried to do that here in the 7th inning. Fastball there, and right away there's a strike. The count is 0-1. Todd is businesslike on the mound, isn't it?
Yeah,
Get the ball, let's go.
Yep, he's locked in right now.
I tell you what, he's our kind of pitcher. 0-1 is the count. The 0-1 offering there. Fastball outside, pushed it too far outside, and the count goes to a ball and a strike.
Yeah, likes to work that outside corner, but went a little too much there.
South Winn, team ranked in the top 10 much of this season. 1-1 pitch is low. The count is 2-1. And we knew in this district that there were some quality teams. Starmont, Don Bosco, Wapsie Valley, South Winn, all of the 4 teams playing tonight. Again, they're all kind of interchangeable.
Yep.
2-1 pitch, fastball there outside. The count is 2-2. But at this time of the season, it's usually the pitching that's carrying you, and that's certainly the case.
Yeah, both teams.
Yep. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch, fastball swinging right through it. There is Cushion. Strikeout number 4 from Todd, who is starting to close the door. And Tegan Raber, the third baseman, is up to bat, the number 9 hitter, as the Stars are down to their final out here. So Raber, safe on an error, bounced out to short. And they'll try to get here a 2-out rally going in the top of the 7th inning, as it's 3-2 right now here. And Todd trying to get the save in relief. The first pitch to the youngster Raber, it's a fastball, overthrew it. It is low. The count is 1-0. Raber, as we mentioned, talk about the young kids for Starmont. Raber is an 8th grader that has played, again, the bulk of the innings this year. 1-0 pitch, it's inside. The count is 2-0. Kid that came in for relief in a tournament game that we were Evans actually came in for relief in that tournament game.
Yeah, so they've got some talent, good young talent.
Yeah, talking about number 20 there in, for Starmont there was, once again, pitching-wise there was Jaron Evans, number 14 rather. 1-1 pitch, that's a ball. The count is 2-1. So a good at-bat here by Raber. 2-1 pitch, high fastball, swings right through it. We're evened up right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stars are down to their final strike right now.
Yeah, good healthy cut by Raber, but he needs to connect here.
And here is the 2-2 offering from Todd. Delivers high fastball. Count goes to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Raber working the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes as the Stars again look for something happening with a full count pitch. Todd, the 3-2 offering. It is a fastball. Raber swings right through it. Todd strikes out the side in the 7th inning to close the door, and South Winn scores 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning to win the district final. South Winn defeats Starmont by a final score of 3-2 in an outstanding matchup of 2 teams in Class 1A. It is South Winn advancing to play on Tuesday night in the sub-state final. With the win, Starmont improves to, South Winn improves to 24-4. Starmont closes the season 22-10. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews, your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to Starmont Baseball from KCTN Sports.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
Spring means the start of landscaping and construction season. Before you start any projects, make sure to get your utilities located and marked, including your fiber optic internet lines. Damaging underground lines can result in disruption in service. Call Iowa 811 at least 3 business days in advance of any project. It's free and can save you time and money. And be sure to include Allen McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative in any construction plans. Give us a call at 563-864-7611. Allen McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy provider.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular, security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Over the past years, Central State Bank has invested in numerous programs and organizations dedicated to the education and enrichment of young people in our area. Athletics and the arts, vocational education, and youth club activities. Because Central State Bank is more than a bank, we're your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, your business partners. And these kids represent the future of our community. Trust your finances to a bank that invests in you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Starmont Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase and Allwine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. The Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door.
Once again, our final score, it is 3-2 South Winn over Starmont. The Warriors score 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. We're joined by their head coach, Alex Smith. Coach, able to put some pressure on Starmont defensively in that bottom of the 5th.
We were. We got to a little bit of short game, put a good bunt down, and obviously took advantage of an error there. And we knew that we had to put some pressure on them at some point. Obviously, got to get guys on base before you can really get to the bunt game. And William dropped a dandy down there and came up with some big hits to get in those 3 runs.
The other thing is, you do this with the bottom of the lineup.
We do, and we've been very good top to bottom this year. It's been different guys in different days. Against Tricky Valley, I think we had 8 guys with hits in the lineup. So obviously, I think we're coming on strong, and you need that in postseason. It can't just rely on the top of the guy or top of the order or 1 or 2 guys. And keeping that game obviously within reach was a big deal. We could have given up a big inning, we did not. So I give credit to our pitchers and our defense for the plays that they made to give us a chance there in the 5th inning.
All right, let's talk about your pitchers. It seems like that Streeter got better as the game went on for you.
He did. He gets stronger as the game goes along, and obviously we took him out at a pitch count. Him and Braden have obviously a very strong relationship, and then pitching and catching with each other. I kind of defer to them on where they're at, and Carson wanted to stay under a pitch count number, and Braden's been very good in relief. So obviously it's nice to have both of those guys available come Tuesday for a sub-state game, so that worked out as best as we could draw that up.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Todd obviously closed the door.
Yeah, Todd is such a competitor on the mound. He's a tremendous strike thrower. He barely walks anybody. He can get 3 pitches across for a strike, and he loves the moment, loves being on the mound late in the game. And Carson obviously is jumping back in that catcher's role, and he caught him in 8th grade. They've been catching each other since they were probably in 3rd grade, so it's fun to see that operation.
All right, the other thing is, obviously you're in a situation where able to get out of some jams early in this ball game with some key pitches.
We were, and had some defensive plays, some relays, some throws behind. We got a trail runner at second base. We cut down a runner at third on an attempted triple, and that's the stuff that we practice every day. Is that we got to throw well, right? We got to play good catch before the game, so we play good catch in the game. Throw it through cutoff man, cut guys down at home, and we did that. Hayden T-Scudder threw a guy out home on a ground ball. So tremendous work by obviously both the pitchers, and then our defense making plays when we needed to.
Yeah, that was huge. Obviously, Wapsie Valley and Don Bosco, they're in the bottom bottom of the 7th. Wapsie, I think, leads 4-3. That ball game. What do you know about those teams?
Both are very quality programs. Don Bosco obviously has got a great tradition. We butted heads with them a couple years ago to a sub-state game. We already seen Wapsie once this year. Very good athletes that run around, a lot of left-handed hitters, a lot of pitching depth. So we know no matter the outcome of that game down at Wapsie tonight, we're going to be challenged on Tuesday night, but we obviously look forward to that challenge. At this time of year in a sub-state game, nothing's coming easy, so we'll just prep and be ready for whoever it is.
And you know who's going on the mound for you. You're going to throw a couple of guys.
Exactly. But like I said, both are available. Those are the guys. You want seniors with the ball late in the season, in the postseason, and those two have been pitching forever for us, so I don't think I'm going to change my mind with anybody different.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you guys.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
You betcha. Hope you guys get them on Tuesday night. South Winn baseball coach Alex Smith talking things over there about his Warrior team. Victorious 3-2 over Starmont. We'll take a break. We'll be joined by Starmont baseball coach Vinny Odeffer when our postgame show continues after this.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Alcater on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Luena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Starmont Baseball is brought to you in part by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. Clayton County Recycling in Monona. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. Ground Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, and by Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg.
Welcome back to Calamar. Post-game show continues. We're joined by Starmont baseball coach Vinny Odeffer. Coach, that's all right. When I introduced the South Winn coach, I said Starmont coach for South Winn. But anyway, we're joined by Coach Vinny Odeffer. Coach, first off, I know a tough loss in this ball game, but let's talk about early in the ball game. Scored a couple of runs, but really felt like you had a chance to maybe add on.
Yeah, we jumped on them early. We had some good hits and moved some guys around. That's what we wanted to do right away, was get out early. I think we were up 2-0, so we were comfortable with that. We wanted to add, and in those later innings, we couldn't find a way to do that. So,
and the bottom of the lineup started things for you in the bottom of the second inning. They have really stepped up for you guys late in the season.
Absolutely. 1 through 9, we were already confident these guys can hit, but especially later in the year, starting with Jax, Alex, Milton, Tegan, they have all done a great job later on in the year getting hot for us and been able to get on and move other guys around, so it's been great.
All right, pitching-wise, Elliot Francis got you into the 5th inning and really was on cruise control for much of the game.
Yeah, and he looked great. I know, he was a guy that we were looking to maybe go all the way, but in baseball, when things start to go the other direction, you got to make a change. But he did great. He looked great on the mound tonight, and he was in cruise control.
All right. Obviously, I know a tough loss for a kid, so let's talk a little bit about what maybe you talked to your kids about after this ball game.
Yeah. Well, the first thing I did, we had 2 seniors here tonight, Caden Mumgarner and Jack Toll, and I told them they've done more for this program than anybody has. So, and that's what it takes to have older guys that lead the right way, and they're 2 heck of ball players. So really, that's what we talked about. Thank you to those guys because they've done so much for us, and really we couldn't have done anything without them. So those 2 are 2 special guys, and we're really, really going to miss them next year.
And obviously, certainly you look at what's coming back here. You guys have continued to take steps forward here, I think you really feel.
Oh, absolutely. And, these guys, the first thing everybody else says was next year starts right now, and that's the mentality they have. They love to play baseball. They love to do all the little things to get ready to play baseball. So I know they're going to be doing that all off season, and I have no problem trying to get these guys into the gym and get working. So I know they're going to do that, and they're going to be even hungrier next year. We got a lot of talent coming back, and I know that they're going to do the right things this off season to get ready for next year.
All right, keep on moving in the right direction, Coach. Thanks for joining us throughout the season. Look forward to talking to you next year.
Thanks for everything, Dan.
You betcha. Starmont baseball coach Vinny Odeffer talking things over there about his Stars program. They drop a hard-fought 3-2 ball game as, again, South Winn picking up the victory. Winning pitcher in this ball game is Carson Streeter. Streeter ends up going a total of 5 innings in this game, allowed 6 hits, 2 runs, walked nobody there, and struck out 2. So Starmont did put the ball into play against Streeter. And as we mentioned, they left runners on second and third with 1 out in the first. They had second and third in the second inning as well. Plus, Starmont had runners in this ballgame. They actually have had runners thrown out at second, third, and at home in this game.
Yeah, they just, like we talked about earlier, just those little things. South Winn maybe just did those little things just a little bit better. But Starmont's got to be really proud of the effort, really proud of the fight they put up, and they almost was able to squeak this one out.
Yeah, Braden Todd gets the save. 2 innings, 1 hit, walked nobody, gave up no runs, walked nobody, struck out 5. He had an impressive relief stint for South Winn, as again they have some options. Looking forward to them on Tuesday night. Let's go to the totals for South Winn. Braden Todd 0 for 3. Carson Streeter 1 for 2. Jordan Ike was 0 for 2. Sacrifice RBI. Eric Grieve was 0 for 3. Sid Hesse was 0 for 2. Hayden Teescatter 1 for 3 with a run scored. William Timp was 0 for 3. Hugh Conway scored a run, though. Timp had the bunt, which led to that 2-base error that started the inning in the bottom of the 5th. Also, Caden Meyer had a big base hit for them in the bottom of the 5th. He was 1 for 2 with an RBI. Cameron Ike came in as the pinch runner and scored a run. Bennett Smith was 1 for 2 with an RBI. Again, the bottom of the lineup producing the runs for South Winn. The same for Starmont. For South Winn, they end up with 3 runs in this ball game. They do it on 4 hits, and they were helped out there by an error in this ball game. For Starmont, Hudson Popham was 1 for 3. Doubled in 2 runs in the top of the second inning for the Stars, which gave them the early 2-0 lead. Caden Baumgardner, Wyatt Opitz, Elliott Francis were all 1 for 3. Jack Toll was 0 for 3. It's a rare 0 for 3 night for that senior. Jax Thomason was 1 for 3. Alex Lincoln 2 for 3 with a double, scored a run, and also drove in a run. Milton Cushing in this ball game was 0 for 2, safe on a fielder's choice and scored a run. Tegan Raber, the third baseman, was 0 for 3. I thought Coach Odeffer was great talking about his seniors there. I know it is a tough loss for them to lose in the district final, but this program continues. We beat on the drum. This has been the story. Moving forward, got some consideration this year to be ranked in the top 10. You got a feeling they're going to be right in that mix next year, maybe a top 10 team in Class 1A. Future looking bright, and certainly a great effort in this district final tonight with their opportunities.
Yeah, I would say so. They don't lose a whole lot. You'd rather not lose anyone, but they don't lose a whole lot of seniors. They get a lot back. Top 2 pitchers back, a lot of hitters back. They're going to have an outstanding season next year. It's always tough to lose in the district finals or any time, but the future looks bright for Starmont.
So with this, that brings an end to our baseball coverage here on KCTN FM 100. We will not have a game on Tuesday night, but our softball tournament coverage continues Monday night. We'll be at Northland. It is Edco at Northland, only fitting that the regional final played between those 2 teams again. They played 2 years ago. Edco won that ball game to advance to state. And here is the 2 years later, here's 2 of the top teams in Class 1A playing for the right to go to state. The On Deck Show at 6:30, game time at 7 o'clock here on KCTN FM 100 on Monday nights. We continue to get great games in the postseason.
Yeah, we have had some really good games.
So we'll see you Monday night for that ball game.
Yeah, sounds great.
Once again, South Winn defeating Starmont tonight by a final score of 3-2. I'm Dan Behrens. My thanks to Mike Sass here once again to my rights, and thanks to Caitlin Mussman for running our studio show. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlight scores, and more, go to KCTN.com and click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agent.